unbroken, peaceful demonstration. For those who don't know me, my name is Ronnie, one of the organisers here. So for myself, Anne and Emma, we thank you again. It's quite clear we share many of the same feelings. Feelings of anger, frustration, fear and confusion. For so long now as Brits have become ignored, we have become second-class citizens in our own country. Across the board, we face a two-tier system, the justice system, health system, police system, to name a few. All systems are broken. I no longer recognise my country. The great has been taken out of Britain. It upsets me so much that this beautiful hotel behind me is no longer part of our community. Some of us worked here, some of us danced here, some of us stayed here, and like my brother, got married here. What has this iconic place become? It almost feels criminal to let it be taken over by people who have not paid into the system. Even worse, some of these people do not respect us, don't respect our ways, our culture, or even our flag. Most of these people will not blend into our society. Us locals miss this place so much. There may be a few genuine refugees in there, but I can assure you, a majority of them are in fact illegal, unvetted men. I'm not accepting that there are refugees. Genuine refugees do not throw their ID away. On this hotel doorstep is many schools and nurseries. Should make everyone shudder. But unfortunately, so many of the locals either don't realise the potential dangers or they just don't care. Is it going to take another horrendous act like Southport, Manchester Arena or Dunblane for you to open your eyes? Your ignorance is no longer a safe option. It's no longer acceptable. To the people who say and don't quite understand the severity of what we're facing, young fighting fit men do not flee war, they head to war. And if they are fleeing war, where's the women, the children and the elderly? What kind of man leaves his family behind? To the people who deny there's an issue, I put this to you. If I give you a bag of sweets and told you there was 2 poisonous ones in there, would you put your hand in, grab one and eat it? Would you even take the risk? We often hear the left shout and scream, refugees are welcome here. And yet when you challenge them and say, will you take one into your home? It's always a resounding no. This fakeness is constant, this fakeness is embarrassing, and this ignorance is dangerous. From the never-ending taxes, never-ending attack on free speech, and the never-ending gaslighting and fear from the mainstream media, it's no wonder us Brits are on the brink. You may not want to believe this, but every aspect of this is planned. Problem, reaction, solution. The government create the problem, they wait for our reaction, and then the people beg for the solution, their solution. And what is their solution, you may ask? Digital ID. Folks, it's coming and it's coming fast. These parasites in charge want every aspect of our lives monitored, controlled, all of us living in a dystopian nightmare. Our freedom's gone. We must say no to this. We must resist at all costs. It's no longer a conspiracy. Do you know the difference between a conspiracy and the truth? About 6 months. Do not entertain the slurs from the left. No longer are the slurs racist, fascist, Nazis, or even being called far right. They have no meaning anymore. Ladies and gents, today we will not be afraid to raise our voices. We will not be afraid to raise our nation's flag. Can you all face the place which we are? I want you to raise your flags if you've got them. Raise them. To our police. This flag represents the nation you serve. The people who stand under this flag are the ones that you're sworn to protect. It's now time you remember your duty. Thank you all for listening. And can I just say, ladies and gents, like I say, it's quality over quantity, okay? This next song goes out to our beloved leader, and it says everything. Everything you need to know.
Oh, gather round and lend me your ear. This is the tale of two-tier care. known across the land as the Granny Harmer, a soulless little man who betrayed the farmer. Hey! He stands at the podium talking shite. No backbone, no fire, just an embarrassing sight. A puppet
ready for you to get up and you pass me the phone.
If you know it, China.
Question can't deliver anything.
Keir Starmer's a wanker.
Keir Starmer's a wank, wank, wank. Keir Starmer's a wanker. A liar, a coward, a wank, wank, wank. Starmer's a parasite lining his nest. A two-faced liar, no better than the rest. A man with no passion, a puppet, a plank. Now let's
a good
be
song.
honest, the guy's just a wank. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wank, wank, wank. Keir Starmer's a wanker. A liar, a coward, a wank, wank, wank. A knight of the realm, he's a bloody disgrace. A deceitful fraud who would lie to your face. He'd hand back our freedom, betray what we won, to crawl back to Brussels, the troublemaker's son. Raise up your glasses, let's make it
I've already got it.
We've all had enough of two-tier Keir. He promised
I've already come down.
he delivered us now. So shout it together. We want him out.
These are the rare, that's why I pan round, because they're all circling round here.
I kind of want somebody new to my phone as well, because I've obviously Ginger wants me to talk to her at some point, so I've got a nice spare phone on me to record it first. It'll be happy to have someone in the background.
Okay, ladies and gents, well, our next speaker, I think most of you deal with, the legend that is Daz.
Stop
You
it.
can stop me.
I had a long thought about coming here and speaking because I'm not fully invested, not as much as Ronnie is, but I like to state facts. I want the truth. I want everyone to know the truth, and that's all I'm about: stating facts and telling the truth. So, a little speech that I wrote here, and it starts with, of course, hello everyone. I've been given this opportunity today to come down here and speak, not just on behalf of me, but on behalf of all of you. Every English patriot. I have two things that I stand for. The main one is the truth. That's all I want, the truth. The second one is our country. This is where I live, and this is where you all live. So we should pick this country over any other. Okay. I want to first start by letting you know a list of names you should all listen to get the real truth about what's going on. You can't trust the mainstream media, because they're just full of lies. Everything I think, I'm hearing the truth and then I'm hearing what they're saying. It's just bullshit. Like about the amount of people that were in London, 110,000. No, there wasn't. It was like 2 million on September 13th. Just lies. Fucking lies. Right, so I am about the truth. And that's all I'm stating, what I'm saying. The truth. Right, so the list of people you should listen to for the truth. GB News Originals. Ant Middleton, who really speaks sense. Neil Oliver. Ben Habib. Rupert Lowe. Now this is just to name a few. The only newspaper you can really trust is a light newspaper. Because all the others are owned by the same corporation. And they just get told what to say. And it's fucking lies. Right, Nigel Farage. He's even speaking some sense. What he says, some of these migrants, some of them, don't forget, obviously you've got real migrants, real people escaping from poverty or war. But some of these migrants, they come here for a better life. Yeah, a better life back home. Because they claim our government send money back home to buy a new house over there. And that's true. A fact. Sending English benefits through Western Union to pay for a house thousands of miles away. Paid by British taxpayers' money for their lives back home. And then they go home in a few years and they've got a new house because we paid for it. Unreal. Right. Some of them are actually from rich families. This is fucking unbelievable. They're from rich families and they just want to travel Europe. So they come here at the expense of the British taxpayers' money, and when they get bored, they just go home. And that is fucking true. I'm not swearing so much, but getting a little bit into it now. It's just something, that you can all have a look at yourself, but I'm touching on the statistics on rape in Poland. but there's been no immigration compared to places like here, France, and almost every other European country. So in 2022, the only reason I'm going back to 2022 because I've seen it in multiple places. I know it's a fact. So there's 1.48. That's 1.5 people per 100,000 people were raped in Poland. Now, I'm always saying facts. I don't want to get my figures wrong, so I'd like to invite you all to Google the overwhelming difference in the countries that have been opening the doors to undocumented migrants on the new rape statistics since they've come in. So have a look yourself, because I'm not telling you the facts and then being wrong. I mean that. Yeah, well, I'm about the truth, so look for yourself. I've been researching bullet points and facts in this speech, because I'm not far right, I just want to make sure I am right in everything I'm saying. And after looking through hundreds of speeches, listening to some amazing people, I figured I couldn't possibly get my point across as well as these guys. So just have a little listen to this speech from Ant Middleton.
For those who don't know me, my name is Ant Middleton, your future Mayor of London. Now, I walk through London on multiple occasions, and what I see in London, I see British culture, but I don't feel it. I haven't felt it for years. However, today, walking past Big Ben, looking at the flags, looking at you lot, I felt that British pride, British culture at the very forefront because of you lot. It's because of us British patriots that I felt British culture come alive today in London than I've felt in a very, very long time. Something we must not let the establishment eradicate. Our British culture, we should be proud of it, and it is right in front of me. It's us, it's you. Now, a lot of people ask what British culture is. British culture is British history. It's our rich history. It's our heritage. We should be extremely proud of that. Do not let anyone take that away from you. With every culture, or more or less every culture, a religion is attached to it. With our British culture is Christianity. We are a Christian country. We adhere to Christian values, principles and morals. And you don't have to be religious to know that they're just, they're right, they're fair. And we must not let that be taken over by another ideology or another religion. We are not, and I will say this again, we are not a multicultural country. We are a British cultured country.
I couldn't have said this better. I understand why I put him on.
With a multicultural society. Very important that you realise that. The umbrella culture is British culture. If you want to come in, if you want to integrate, if you want to fit in, then accept our British cultured umbrella, which is based on Christian values, principles and morals.
And those people are welcome.
For too long, it's been taken away from us. It's like death by 1,000 cuts. Who remembers back at school when you sat down in assembly and you got your hymn book out and you started singing off the hymn book? When a night one is Spurs, keep oil in my lamp. I didn't know what I was singing about, but I knew it brought us together. I knew it was establishing that British identity in us. And that's very important. That's been taken out of our schools. Christmas. We can't even fucking celebrate Christmas nowadays without offending someone. Christmas is our Christian values, morals and identity. Celebrate it with pride. That's super important, and I can announce, and I will announce, that I will be running for Mayor of London in May 2028.
Oh yeah.
Hey, legends. If you're not already subscribed to our
Right,
channel,
that's not bad,
I don't pay for this.
I thought it was Taz then.
That's the adverts, isn't it? You know what I mean?
breakdowns of Raw.
Go on, Daz, take it away.
That shake the world.
There's only the last little thing I want to say. So I've known Ronnie for a bit, so obviously through karaoke, I love a good sing song. Now there's this song that I've heard recently. It's pretty catchy. I'm sure you all know it. If you could all help me sing along to it, that'd be amazing. So if you'd like to join me, kiss
Sam is a wanker. Kiss Sam is a wanker. Kiss Sam is a wanker. Kiss Sam is a wanker.
Ladies and gents, very quiet dance. What a sound. Thanks, Harry. Ladies and gentlemen, music. Try and get the energy going. We've got a great person speaking for us over there, Lady called Kate. Let me tell you now what she's got to say. You need to hear, you need to embrace what she's saying, because I tell you what, it's a dangerous world out there for our kids. So she represents every kid that's in danger. Stick around, don't go anywhere.
Hi everybody! Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, I can't get used to that. Hi everyone! Thank you everyone for coming down, really appreciate it. All the kids' causes, we need the support everywhere we can get it. So a little bit about me, I've been doing childrenmatter.news for the last 8 years or so. My cause is based on the corruption within the family courts, within the family system, breaking down the family system. Everything that's going on now is stuff that we've been fighting to prevent for the last 8 years. Some of us even longer than that. I know there's a few OGs in the crowd as well. What matters to us and what we need to stand up for is the children. Yeah. Oh look, he's coming back late.
I'm back.
So I get asked a lot, and what I'm hearing a lot at the minute is the system won't allow this to happen. The system will come in, the system will stop it. It's never going to be as bad as what we're all saying it's going to be. However, the fact of the matter is, since 1941, the courts, the justice system, the government, they've been attacking lower class, working class families for years, for decades, taking families away from loving, looked after, well cared for families, all to put them back into the system. Those kids into the system then get recycled over and over again. Some of them do end up in nice homes. Majority of the time, they end up being passed around from pillar to post, home to home, or in a child home for the rest of their life, or at least until adulthood, where then they're being dropped by the system. Keir Starmer's not long been questioned about the kids in the system, and how as soon as they turn 18, they're just being released and dropped straight into poverty, where they're having to drop out of education, force themselves into multiple jobs just to be able to keep a roof over their head because the justice system has failed them. We're in the 21st century. There is not that many abusive people out there that aren't going to be called out on their abuse. I know for a fact if anyone here saw a child being abused, you wouldn't hesitate to step in there and to stand up for that child and protect that child. However, our system does not do that. They will leave the abused and the neglected kids. They will leave the groomed kids because there's no profit in them. They need too much attention. They need too much love. They need too much caring for the system to actually make a profit out of it. Everything that's going on now, we're having families, single household families being moved out of homes for the homes to be turned into HMOs. Those families, what's being hidden from the media, are being put into Airbnbs and being put into hostels where social services will then come, swoop in, steal those children on the basis of this isn't a fit living environment. They just had a home. They had their home, their children had their beds. It was the government that came in, took them out of their homes to turn it into a HMO for multiple occupancy of undocumented people with unknown criminal behaviour, unknown criminal past, and yet the police, there is no justice. They will not hold criminals to account anymore. They will assist social services, they will assist the criminal justice system, and they will assist the government in silencing every single one of us and making this country unrecognisable to our future generations. If we don't stand up for the children now, then what do we stand up for? As British citizens, we are known for standing up for the children and the vulnerable in our society. So let's show our government exactly that we do that, and that our kids come first. We will protect our children, and we have had enough. We will not tolerate any more of this injustice. Thank you, everyone.
Well said, Kate. She said it for hours, enough is enough. Well done, Kate.
Hello? I've been caught a bit off guard. I forgot I was even supposed to be talking today, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do is, I had a speech that I did at Britannia Hotel in Stockport, and I think I might have it on my notes. It's a new phone, so I don't actually know if it's on there.
Ginge.
If not, I'm going to have to
Ginge,
improvise,
from
overcome, and adapt. No, yeah, turn it around, turn it around. Yeah, there you go, there you go.
Yeah, I see.
So we're all here for genuinely the same reasons today. You know what I mean? We're here because we're family people, we're British people, and what you see a lot in these hotels are people that don't want to integrate into communities. They're also people who don't have our best interests at heart. And the thing I find is, I've been to a lot of these hotels, and there is not nice people in there. We've seen at Fallowfield, if anyone's seen any videos on that, there was actually a man, how can I say it, enjoying himself a little too much at a window, and unfortunately I did see his wee willy winky. But yeah, so there's a massive cultural barrier with what's acceptable with them. Do you know what I mean? They're not afraid to come out and, you know, torture our children and put our children through some of the worst situations they could possibly go through in their life. And we should not be accepting that. Do you know what I mean?
You're too far away, come that way.
Oh. We need to stand together as, you know, communities and stop that. And there's so many people that haven't woke up to what's really going on in these places, in these hotels and everything. So I've been caught off guard speaking, so if I'm muddling my words up, that's why. But yeah, I'm just going to say, I'm going to start a chant: save our kids, 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 save our kids. Thank you.
And I totally put you on the spot, but you know, sometimes you get real emotional and put on the spot.
Go down to the farm for hours. It makes me sad that kids nowadays, they can't have that same childhood. Parents can't let their kids out their sights. And why? Why is this? It's because our towns and cities have become dumping grounds for some of the worst people of society. People who in the country of their origin think it's okay to go around touching and sexually assaulting young girls and women. Lawless societies where child marriage and family marriage is perfectly acceptable. This country was built on Christian values, and now them same values are mocked and a different religion is slowly taking over. Mosques replacing churches. Christian celebrations, Easter, Christmas, St George's Day, slowly filtering out. It is up to us now. The police, they're not on our side anymore. They've chose who to protect, and it's not us. Arrests made for flying our own flag in our own country. Arrests over social media posts. This isn't Great Britain anymore. There's nothing great about it. However, I do believe we can be great once again. We normal, everyday people, we need to show up, we need to keep making a noise, we need to keep raising the colours. We show them, the police, the politicians, the government, we will never shut up, we will never surrender. For our children, grandchildren and their children, we will walk through the fire and we will carry the battle scars so that they will never have to. No surrender. No surrender.
Never surrender.